On that note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the August Open here for the Americas Forecourt and Gillyweed. Now bringing you Love Saldd and Turbo Cyborg Ninjas. The draft for Garden of Terror is underway.
It looks like Love Saldd get first pick, first ban, and the ban coming out from them will be Kael'thas. So not going to be Jaina that we've seen quite a bit in that first ban, or even sometimes Leoric, other things. It's going to be Kael'thas here. We'll see if Turbo Cyborg Ninja will respond with the standard second ban, which is normally Zeratul.
Yep, normally it is, but right now we have a little bit of a power struggle between kind of like the top bans. And Kael'thas has kind of entered it into the fray. Not only this weekend did I watch him get multiple bans in NA, but I did the Stormgrounds last week as well. We had multiple bans there for EU, and then multiple bans this morning in Korea, or Korean evening, I suppose. The 13-hour time difference really coming into it. So yeah, if it's not Kael'thas, it's Jaina. If it's not Jaina, it's Zagara. If it's not Zagara, it's Leoric. If it's not Leoric, it's Zeratul. They kind of go round and round, but it is once more going to be that bit more standard Protoss ban. And, well, we've seen this before, haven't we? Jaina has the first pick.
First pick by Love Saldd for
I'm here
Jaina.
to help.
I'm kind of wondering if we have a Garden of Terror pickup, if one of these teams really likes the Lost Vikings. We don't see them very often, but when we do, it's generally on Garden of Terror. But so far, no pickups on them quite yet. Turbo Cyborg Ninja responding with Johanna and then Zagara. So already we're seeing a lot of those top heroes, favorite heroes picked up. Only Leoric still left to grab.
The crusade.
Yep, and Zagara is a very popular pick on definitely both sides of the ocean. She can hold down her lane. She has good zone control with not only Hydralisks and Demutalisks, but Banelings, Roaches. She can push. She has the Maw for some big setup, a Wombo, and I am now really excited because this is our first time Butcher on this stream the entire weekend.
Wow, this is going to be insanely aggressive from Love Saldd, having Jaina in the Butcher, and then picking up Leoric alongside with it. Now Turbo Cyborg Ninja banning out Tyrande nearly immediately, and you just really have to do that when you're facing the Butcher, because Tyrande, to throw out the Lunar Flare on top of the stun that comes out from Ruthless Onslaught from the Butcher is entirely too much for one hero, especially a squishy hero.
Oh, the Tyrande roam with Butcher was like a thing, wasn't it? Butcher came out, and it was like the resurgence of the Priestess of Elune, and they just go rampaging around, just destroying everything. Has fallen off a little bit, but at the same time, it's still a very valid combo, just like, an Arthas Kerrigan would be a valid combo. You just don't really see it that much. On the flip side, Malfurion is going to be up on the chop block. Neither team actually rolling with the support yet, but with Malfurion out, it's going to come down to Uther Rhaegar is the highly contested candidates there.
Both have a cleanse, so that will really help with the Butcher, making sure that they can get out in time to avoid that Furnace Blast from him. And it looks like Uther will be the choice of support for Turbo Cyborg Ninja. They still need damage, so I think we'll see them pick up some sort of damage dealer here. Maybe a Sylvanas, Vala. Is there somebody I'm missing? Falstad, maybe. I think Sylvanas or Vala is a more likely choice.
A light abandons no man.
I would say Vala over Falstad at this point. She's definitely a lot more valued basically everywhere. Falstad just not in high regard. He is supposed to be dead after all, remember? So right. Vala coming into this, it looks like the Uther Vala finally for the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas. But Love Saldd, they're going to be forced into a Rhaegar, but with that Leoric, usually when you see a Leoric, you're threatening a double tank or maybe even a triple. Like, things are getting out of hand there, Gilly. But there's still a Mirrodin ready to go, and you got Vala for the auto attack, Zagara for the attack. You can, in theory, slow down Johanna a little bit there as well. I think Mirrodin would go great here with a reverberation build.
Yeah, and they're not going to do it. They're going to pick up Gazebo. So they'll be running the single warrior Leoric, which we've seen a bit more this weekend, although I feel like when we see it, it's generally with like a Tassadar, so you've got a double support, able to keep them up a little bit better, but they're gonna have Gazebo, so they're gonna have a lot of zoning. They've got the potential of having some zombies to help try to lock somebody down in addition to the Butcher. And
wow!
Okay, Lily gonna be picked up even over a Rhaegar here.
I wonder if it's going to be a blind build, or something of a better blind. So if she talents out, I think it's level 4, you can talent out your Blinding Wind to go from 2 targets to 4 targets. they're going to try to depend upon that. So, but that means that we have a blind on both sides. And, you know, picking a Butcher into a Johanna, I mean, it also could have even just been a little bit of a counter pick, I wonder. Not that I would have expected Cyborg Ninja to go with the double heals, the Lily, but look at it. I mean, Leoric auto attacks, you know, they're pretty hefty, right? Because he attacks very slowly. But at the same time, Butcher, what's a great way to make sure that the Butcher doesn't get any life brand procs? You blind him. Right. So Johanna with a blind, Lily could have actually added to this. She could have went like a little bit more of a DPS build, but at the same time, picking it here from Love Saldd, it works both ways. If she can blind the entire enemy Cyborg Ninja team, like Vala's going to be missing quite a bit, Zagara's going to be missing quite a bit, the minions will be missing. So it's, I mean, it's not the worst pick, but it's very curious that they would prioritize it.
You know, Cognitive was running Lily with the Butcher, and it really comes down to being able to have good positioning or making sure that your opponents don't really have stuns to be able to stop the Lily. So it all really comes down to the Jug of 1,000 Cups and whether or not you can get that fully off or not. And so Turbo Cyborg Ninja, I think, are taking their time trying to make sure they have somebody who can stop that Jug of 1,000 Cups. They've got Johanna with Blessed Shield as well as Condemn. They also have a stun from Uther. Most likely will still be picking up that Divine Shield. It's going to be so useful versus the Butcher, but he still will have the Hammer of Justice. But is it enough? That's something I think that they are taking into consideration and why they're taking their time with this last pick here.
I was going to say Sylvanas is kind of like the only other magey kind of DPS left in here because of Withering Arrow and just frequency that it can proc off. And looks like that's actually what they're going to pick up there as well. Almost got it out before. Almost looked good. Almost. But, oh well, either way, that's going to be your draft here for game number 1 of this Best of 3 in the round of 128. The August road to BlizzCon. The Lily pickup is, I mean, it throws you a swing. Garden of Terror, though, I mean, when it comes down to it, the map itself, the battleground is very, it's not as chokeholdy as, you know, Cursed Hollow or anything. There's not quite as narrow as for some of those corridors. But coming into this, I mean, Leoric is going to have a heck of a fun time. Butcher has a lot of bushes that he can just kind of walk into, gets right in your face, a nice little quick charge. If I had to guess, we're probably going to see Furnace, and I would like to see a Furnace and Leoric Entomb as well, because you entomb someone, Butcher just comes on in with that Furnace, and, well, there's not much you can do about that. I mean, that's going to force out the Divine Shield pretty much in every case from Uther.
Yeah, and there's also quite a few people who you can catch in that Entomb for Leoric. Vala, Uther, Zagara will be a great one too. Even Johanna, though, she can hit Iron Skin, so it's definitely not gonna be their first one. But Sylvanas really is the only one who can kind of banshee out and get away from it. So the Entomb could come in very handy. Although we've talked about it before, we always end up guessing wrong. A March of the Black King on top of somebody who is caught in a zombie wall, maybe. If we've got lots of people slowed from Jaina, Butcher and Leoric could kind of come in at the same time with the March of the Black King and their first blast and deal a ton of damage to that too.
Yep, I mean, they could go either way. So far, we've been pretty poor on our predicted ultimates for Leoric. It seems to be more of a team-dependent thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I first saw the hero, I was just like, Entomb is going to be the way to go for a lot of these matches. But, oh, man, just has not been... Like, when I predicted Butcher is almost never going to see Lamb to the Slaughter in competitive, it's all going to be about that Furnace Blast, people are like, no. But here it is. It's just like, I tried for Leoric, and I'm wrong. So, say la vie.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit of team dependency and also probably personal preference. He's still pretty new, so even people who have been playing him a while probably still have a preferred heroic to try to make work. So probably whichever one they've been really working on. But I do like the potential for a lot of zoning that they do have in control with Entomb and the zombie wall. Hopefully the zombie walls are better than some of the ones we saw yesterday.
Some of those zombie donuts were a little poisonous to their own team, as it turned out. Just bad placements, and some of the Zebos didn't seem to realize they could actually just take them down. But hey, that was a thing of the past. Let's catch up to the present, because on the left-hand side, in the blue trunks, Toru, Laylo, Bloodcore, Xinghua, and Munchkin into the bottom. They are going to be making up your Turbo Cyborg Ninjas. I don't see anybody going Turbo Cyborg or Ninja-esque, so I'm going to claim fraud, but that is your blue team.
And in the red, their opponents are Love Saldd with Papadre. and Raw Nation, Anubis.exe.
Anubis.
Anubis. Cookie Sniper, which is the best name ever, and Meza.
Cookie Sniper, the ancient predator to the Cookie Monster.
I was thinking maybe we would see a rotation for Love Saldd, maybe trying to pick up some early takedowns, running with the Butcher and maybe Jaina. But instead, for now, we're going to just see 1, 2, 2, all just hanging out in lanes. Maybe Cookie Sniper will be able to catch Munchkin here, as we've got a solo Zagara on bottom.
Yeah, solo Zagara is not going to get any work done against the Butcher, against Lili, especially if the Butcher takes time to use Hamstring to look for some of those creep tumors. Now, if he doesn't, there's almost no way that they're going to kill Munchkin at this point. Like, they need to really try to control that Zagara. But remember, I mean, they're also putting 2 people in that lane against Zagara. Wow, Xinguo, get lower here in the bottom lane. Oh, the body box from lay low, near actually killing him out. If Raw Nation had thrown a crossbow, might have actually been it for Joanna. But yeah, they need to try to push in, and I don't think they're going to unless they can control this creep. And that's a little bit of an advantage then going to the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, because that's a 2-for-1 advantage in their favor.
Yeah, it's interesting to me that they do have 2 very strong push heavy heroes, one in Sylvanas and one in Zagara, and they have chosen to just let them kind of be solo in each of their lanes and then have a strong 3-man lane with the rest of the heroes instead of trying to push really hard with one of those. Now, Turbo Cyborg Ninjas are trying to steal some of these seeds from the side of Love Saldd, who are coming in, trying to make something happen. Condemn going to pull a couple of these into. Looks like most of the seeds were picked up by Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, but can they get away with them?
Well, Anubis.exe, he's going in real deep. Already used out that Wraith Walk, but skin of his teeth, that last multi-shot coming out from Bloodcore. Looks like everybody will survive at least the first round, but Zagara did actually pick up not only her seeds, but the steal was pretty real. They got 42 of the possible 60. Possible 60, so pretty good on them, but, well, there's the charge, and there goes Uther.
That zombie wall was fantastic now. Condemn pulling in, but the Butcher, Cookie Sniper will not go down, but Vala does instead, so now 2 heroes down on the side of Turbo Cyborg Ninjas. They're going to try to get away Leoric. Wraith walking in, but not going to be able to catch anybody.
All right, so as I said, 42 of those 60, pretty good. Oh, Munchkin. Oh, Munchkin's going to get his hope drained, and Anubis not quite able to seal the deal, but still, they are really shoving off against these Cyborg Ninjas. And now, might have been a bad small camp turnout, but this big guy is about to drop, and in good form, too, because we just barely started the bottom tier, and this means that they can easily rotate down. They might even be able to sneak in here enough seeds for their first tier. Oh! They're not gonna. They're gonna go straight for Mercs. They're quite happy with 75 seeds.
If they don't get any more, it will mean a Garden Terror on the side of Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, and there it is. They picked up the rest of those seeds, but immediately the Merc camps are started, so at least while they are having to deal with the Garden Terror, they will have mercenaries pushing down 2 of the lanes.
All right, so as they kind of break back into the lanes, we're going to be looking for a Garden Terror. If I had to guess, it's going to be like Sylvanas or Vala in it, but nope, I'm going to put Joanna in it. All right. Might have actually put Val in it myself and just let Joanna kind of soak up some of the shots and push another lane, but we'll have to see what they do. What kind of talents do we got out here, Gilly?
Well, we've got Mana Thirst, which is an interesting one for Leoric at level 1. Not going to have reanimation. They're getting Skeletal Swing, restoring 10 mana per enemy hit. And then you got the Fealty unto Death, so really looking at being able to kind of be very strong in lane, also be able to get some of that regeneration back when they are fighting around those minions and mercenaries, or just minions, I guess. Vala's build's a bit interesting. Everything else looks pretty standard to me. Vala and maybe Lili, as Vala went composite arrows, but then vampiric assault, so looking for that self-sustain. Lili going with the Cloud Serpent build, kind of an older build, not going to be focusing on the Blinding Wind, at least for now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if you look up on Hotslogs, that's still the #1 build.
Is it?
Yeah, the Cloud Serpent build. I was playing with a friend the other day, and she picked up Lili and went to Hotslogs, and she's like, well, this was the build. It was like, well, yeah, but it's not bugged anymore. So, Cloud Serpent build is like, not a long way to go, but I would have really expected more blind heavy to come out of her, especially with, the triple auto-attacking core of the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas. Anubis just throwing himself into the wind there. He's now going to be an apparition for a little bit, but does look like that the Terror got not only the tower's bottom, got one there mid, pushed out pretty hard against it too. Toru was up into the top lane, and he was actually doing some really good defense, 1v2. But by the end of it, it's about a level or so advantage going the way of the ninjas, and that's going to be very important to get them to 10.
Oh, there is Ruthless Onslaught, but it brings Cookie Sniper way too far out in position. He's going to take some damage there, and nobody will go down on the side of the ninjas. We do have level 7 talents for both sides, and it looks like Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, a couple of people are focusing on self-sustain. Like I mentioned, we have Vampiric Assault for Vala, and then Rapid Incubation for Zagara instead of something like the Endless Creep or the Battle Momentum for more summonables. Let's see, we're going to have Sins Exposed for Johanna, and then with the pickup of Barbed Shot and Unstable Poison, Sylvanas is looking for being able to take out the creep waves very fast. Also, the waves of the little seed minions will go down very quickly too.
Go Rat Nation. He's going to have to just try to get out of that one and run his merry way back to the fountain because low hit points do abound. We've had a pretty good push going unattended into this bottom lane. Munchkin has almost taken that fort, and nobody's come down to really kind of, do anything about it. Like, the best we've had is Butcher, and he's been merking, and, well, sure, the mercs are great, but that's not going to get you too much of value, and so if he can actually push and get that fort and get enough seeds for another Terror, we're going to be in a really good position, because it would be 10-9 going back and forth between these teams, but the seeds are up, and a very quick Terror will be coming through here for Love Saldd.
Yeah, Love Saldd already had 75, so he had plenty of zombie walls. Going to catch a lay low into the blizzard, still alive, has the Drain Hope, but is going to be able to heal himself for now. Anubis is on the chase, but Hammer of Justice will stop that right away. Looks like instead of going immediately for their Garden Terror, Love Saldd are going to go ahead and work on this Garden Terror in the top. But everybody from Turbo Cyborg Ninjas are coming in. They've got their heroic abilities. Wailing Arrow goes down immediately on top of Lily. Will they be able to take her out? That's so close, but I weren't quite able to catch her. Cookie Sniper, though, taking a bunch of damage from the Vala, who's on the chase, and the Hungering Arrow will be able to finish him off. Devouring Maw pulls in somebody here. I'm not sure who's in that. Looks like it is Leoric, who will also fall.
It was a good capitalization right there. Turbo Cyborg Ninjas saying, hey, we're 10, you're not. Get off of our Terror. And arguably, they did a very good job of it. Nearly with the triple. But they couldn't quite seal the deal there for Meza. He did get out sliver of hit points. I mean, it was a very quick silencing arrow into the stun. Had it been kind of the other way around, I think it would have afforded a few more auto attacks, and Meza might have actually gone down. But hey, they capitalized. They were able to pick up the seeds. They do have a Terror now coming at them from Love Saldd, but they should have enough seeds with this bottom guy in order to get their own Terror, and that will be a little bit of a slap fight then ready to go.
Dang, they just melted that Terror.
Yes, they
and
did.
The Wailing Arrow onto the Lily just shows how much Turbo Cyborg Ninjas are going to be prioritizing taking out Lily. Laylo now kind of getting the brunt of that on the opposite side. It's both sides so far focusing on those healers in the team fights. But yeah, the Wailing Arrow so early on. I think we'll be seeing that more often, making sure that she can't get the Jug of 1,000 Cups on, and then they'll hopefully be able to take her out before she's not sent anymore. Blessed Shield goes down. Not going to be able to pick up a takedown.
No, not yet. Now remember, during all of this, we do actually have that Terror just ticking down. 35 seconds. Look like Xinghua is going to be on top of it. Johanna is going back throughout her ult. So it's not like you're going to be missing too much here in the team fight. You can still use the Terror as a warrior, as a frontliner. But it will be for the defense, will be for a bit more offensive maneuvers. Cookie Sniper going to go in, but unfortunately no real kind of follow-up for him. So now he's really out of position. Had Bloodcore actually been a Q build here, Cookie actually might have been already put into the ground, but you can see Bloodcore is just going to chase him off. Sylvanas, however, was going to be the return, and it looks like that was, what, a zombie curse into a slap for a kill?
Yeah, an Entomb.
And an Entomb. Yes, called it.
Yeah, we got it right. She came in with a Wailing Arrow, but no, the rest of her team wasn't there, so they were able to take her out. Now they might even be able to get, yes, they do pick up the takedown on Uber too. So 2 down here, and they are continuing to push. The Terror is down, but they don't care. They're pushing in. They've taken out the 2 towers here. Will they continue on into the keep? It's a little bit risky here. We're going to have Uther up pretty soon. Looks like they're pushing them back. Metza low on mana, low on health, does get the escape.
All right, so level 12's coming in. Nobody's quite on that next talent tier yet, but low hit points, low mana do abound. Remember, Xingguo was into the back here, and while they were working on a keep, he was working on a fort. Not exactly the best of trades, and now with the collapse, he just loses over half of his Terra's hit points very quickly. And arguably, like, I think he went bottom, slapped the fort once, went mid. Eventually, he actually did get that fort. He can get the, pave the way here for this top one as well. Despite the fact that, the fight didn't go very well for the Ninjas, I think they're going to be actually more ahead by the end of this.
This onslaught was used on the Garden Terror, and here comes the Hammer of Justice. They're going to be able to take out Cookie Sniper. They're after Anubis now, too. The Rain of Vengeance went down, wasn't able to catch anybody, but the Blessed Shield does. Into the Condemned. Leoric, Jaina, Papadre, all very low. Lily not able to heal up Jaina in time, nor Leoric, but will be able to save Papadre. Only the two of them left, as their final fort is taken out very quickly by this push-heavy composition from Turbo Cyborg Ninjas.
Yeah, we saw Love Saldd with a little bit of a resurgence there. I mean, in the mid, they got the fort, they got a few kills, they even took down the gate and started pressuring the keep, but by the end of it, too far for their advancement. I mean, they didn't hit any wells, I don't think, since they kind of retreated from that keep situation. So they didn't have the mana, they didn't have the cooldowns, and unfortunately, they didn't have the hit points to live through that onslaught. Now they will try to contest, and it looks like they will actually get their own Siege Bros going back and forth. Anubis.exe comes right back from that ghost form, and we did have that Wailing Arrow go out. Unfortunately, Lidi's got nothing left here in the bank, and that's going to be, again, another advantage going the way of the Ninjas.
Water Elemental has been used, is down. I wanted to point out that in addition to Entomb, we have the Lamb to the Slaughter.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm a little bit interested in that because I feel like with the Entomb, you would want the Furnace Blast.
That was my reasoning.
Yeah. Now they've got a lot of control, but where's the big burst, the takedown, the instant death of one member? They don't have that now. And now we've even got a very high experience lead for our Turbo Cyborg Ninjas too. They're still on the same talent tier for now, but they're quickly approaching that 16 and 16 to 13. You talk about it all the time. It's kind of the sweet spot.
That's what I call that, the sweet spot for sure. It's the super sweet spots if you can get 16 to 12, but you're not going to see too many of those, at least I hope today. Here comes a little bit of that engaged. Leoric is unfortunately on the wrong side of that one, and this Terror is going to get the rest of those seeds sniped out. Double Terror is going to be coming into the hands of these teams, and that ice block into the back. Nazebo is just prolongs the inevitable, and he is going to drop. There is that sweet spot now attained at the 16 mark, and having that advantage going into this next slap fight. I mean, there's still 2 forts up for the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, whereas we have basically just laid out keeps ready to go here against Love Saldd.
A huge minion mercenary push on top. It has basically taken down the entire front gate of this keep. So now the keep of Love Saldd is completely exposed there in top. First, Garden Terrors are away, and they are going to be, let's see, moving, both choosing to push here. We'll see if anybody decides to
passing ships in the night with giant bells going off.
Looks like Zing was going to be the one on the offense, and we'll see Love Saldd trying to defend. They've got to be careful with that defense, though. Remember, they don't have their level 16 talent, so they're not going to quite be on the same level when it comes to these team fights.
Wow, Anubis.exe going in, paves the way here for Cookie Sniper, who unfortunately just doesn't have a Furnace Blast to set up anything here, and he's just going to drop. The Maw is there, but the slaps are enough. Valet's going to drop. Mez is now coming back into the fight a little bit late. I think we've already used out that Wailing Arrow. Yeah, it's not available at all. Nothing's going to stop out this Lili, and the team fight, it will end up as a draw, but remember, there's Terrors still on the fight, are still on the scene. The Turbo Cyborg Ninja, Xingguo just went right past them all and is way on away on this keep.
Yeah, they won that 4v5. They didn't even have their Terror there, and they took down the second Terror so fast on the side of Love Saldd. But I cannot believe, so the Butcher went in, threw down the Lamb to Slaughter, hoping to catch Sylvanas. Yeah, but Divine Shield. Laylo was right on top of the Divine Shield, and it did absolutely nothing, and then all of a sudden the Butcher is in a terrible position and gets taken out without even catching anybody.
Now, I thought I saw the Lamb to the Slaughter go off, but 60-second cooldown, I guess it's already come and gone because the icon is still actually up for me.
Yeah, he was used right at the beginning of that fight.
Yeah, but I didn't see anybody get chained to it, so I was just like, all right, so I guess he didn't use it, but he just got
Doesn't
counted.
Divine Shield just make it go away?
Well, the graphic was there.
Cooldown,
I just didn't see anybody get tethered to it.
Yeah, nobody got I don't know.
All good. All good. Anubis.exe, not all good. He's just going to get absolutely destroyed. He's going to throw up the Entomb for the block. And that's actually going to now waste out that Rain of Vengeance, but it won't matter at the end of it because Xinghua, the sneaky Johanna, actually got right through it. And that is going to be another takedown on that Leoric. Here comes the double summons, but fortunately their lives are not going to be that long today.
All right, well, we've only got Lambs of the Slaughter left as far as heroics on the side of Love Saldd. The Terror is down, but this keep is about to be 2. It's so low, only a quarter of its health left. And Turbo Cyborg Ninjas are moving in, going to take it out and be able to walk away. Anubis not quite up yet. Here comes the Ruthless Onslaught onto Bloodcork, but there is the cliff, and it is no form.
It's just like, nope.
Nope.
Cookie Sniper misses the shot. But level 16s are now here, and you know, if Love Saldd, I mean, this is probably the best time for them to fight. It's only a 2-level difference. Their seeds now up, so you can kind of expect that the teams are going to be there. Blue is kind of split at this point. Toru is smartly going to go the other way, but this could be it. The Entomb misses.
Oh no! All right, Toru is split up from the rest of the team here, so they're trying to get away, not going to try to fight.
Nobody's going for him.
Huh?
Nobody's going for him at all. He's just like, I'm down here, la la la. Okay, now I'm up here. I don't know. Missed opportunity, I guess.
Yeah, and now I guess Turbo Cyber Ninja's just going to move up, try to get the seeds up top. But Love Saldd don't want to let them do this. They're going to go up and contest. They don't just want to split. If they split, they will not get enough, as there's only the Big Terror remaining. There is a huge Rain of Vengeance. Padre nearly completely taken out, and he will go down. Jug of 1,000 Cups is going, and nobody stopped it yet, so Raw Nation and Metza are going to get away, but Anubis falls too. Here is the Devouring Maw, and it will bring back up the Butcher. He is not going anywhere, and he will fall. 3-for-0 trade, and now Turbo or Cyborg Ninjas are going to get all the rest of the seeds here. They may rotate down and get the seeds in bottom, and there will be no Garden Terror in that case for our friends in red.
How many seeds are they going to end up here? Oh my god, they can go double back-to-back tears. They have 49 seeds in the bank, and this is a full tear at 60. This is going to be back-to-back. They just lost the bottom fort here from Love Saldd as well. Sorry, the bottom keep. There was enough pressure there. Mid's down, bottom is out, top is not looking so healthy, and now we have a terror, and we could have another if they go for this guy. And yeah, I don't want to call it over, but 4 levels up and double back-to-back tears, I think this could be a GG situation.
They may just try to go for it right here. I think it would be good to get the seeds. Everyone is back up on the side of Love Saldd, but they're going to have to defend. They could use that terror and just defend while they, or use that terror to put on pressure, make them defend while the rest of them go get the seeds. But no, they're going to choose to push with Xinghua on that terror for now. They're going after this final keep. The plant pot goes down, but Xinghua is getting taken down pretty quickly.
He is losing a lot of that hit points. Another Entomb going off, but it doesn't hit anybody whatsoever. The Terror does not care for your little Entomb, Anubis.exe, but there goes the Jugs, and the Jugs are actually down. Did they get stunned out or something? I don't know. They didn't last very long, but either way, full hit points ready to go here for Love Saldd, but Silence there coming out. Cookie Sniper not looking so hot. That great Silence, Blessed Shield to go out for the Cookie Sniper, and now it does look like we are actually going to hold here from Saldd. They did take down the Uther. He does have Redemption. He can come back into this one, so he's going to be all right, but Leoric, there he goes. Here comes the big Unstoppable, but there's no follow-up. Jaina's nowhere near. The charge is largely going to go basically unaffected, and now they're just dropping like flies, and the keep is down, and there's a Garden Terror left. They might not even need it, really. I think they just might go for Corey here. Yeah,
I think they should. They've got 40 seconds until every member is back up for Love Saldd. They're all pretty healthy here too, and they've got their healer back. But no, they're not feeling confident about ending here versus Jaina, Lily, and Leoric. So instead, they are going to go after those seeds, maybe even pick up these Giants too to put on some pressure. Nope, they're going to go straight after the seeds. Their highest priority is getting another Garden Terror that they can win with.
Yep, well, I mean, there's something to be said for winning in style. Do they need to pick up these seeds? Not. In my opinion, no. I think they could have actually just pushed through and won. But hey, at the same time, Redemption was down. A whole bunch of their heroics is already used. And if you want to just secure the win, you don't feel confident about it, yeah, just play it safe. It's cool. It's only going to take a few extra minutes, and at the same time, it gives you the peace of mind to know that you sealed the deal and you did everything that you could. But that aside, 21-18, we don't have those Storm Talents ready to go for Love Saldd, and with the triple bolt, we had the Indestructible and the Redemption. I think we still actually have the Indestructible ready to go. Not that it will probably matter, as Xinghua is going to be once again in the plant suit, but I mean, nowhere even close to level 20 for Love Saldd. I mean, this defense is going to hurt, Gilly.
Yeah, maybe that's why they felt okay with not trying to push into the core, because they knew that they still had plenty of time before they would get to 20. They could go back, get the seeds, get the plant hair, and deal much more damage to it. This defense is going to hurt. Love Saldd are going to start working on that Garden Terror. Wailing Arrow goes out, only hits a couple of members, and now it's done. So no more silence there. As a Hammer of Justice goes down, and it looks like they are trying to catch the Butcher, but the Jug of 1,000 Cups is keeping him alive for now. Zingwa going after the Butcher. Garden Terror already nearly down, but they are starting to work on the core here. Butcher, ruthless onslaughting in, instead just gets picked up by the Devouring Maw. That might kill him, yes, it will take him down. Anubis.exe trying like mad to stop the rest of them. He will fall as well. The shields are down on top of the core. Everyone's still healthy on the side of Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, and I do believe we are looking at the end of the game.
Game number 1 will go towards the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, aptly earning their dominant name. I mean, Love Saldd with the silent D. Come on, you can't go against the Turbo Cyborg Ninjas with a team name like that. But either way, I mean, the comp just kind of came together a little bit better. I was really expecting to see kind of a double warrior from Love Saldd at the time, but the Nazeebo, the Butcher, Leoric didn't really get a lot of big value when it came down to it. Jaina almost never capitalizing upon a Butcher stun, and then Lily by the end of it, she got off some great, jugs. She had some fantastic engages, but the rest of her team just kind of dropped the ball when it came to killing the other ones.
Yeah, I was really surprised with an Entomb, the Zombie Wall, and even the Land for the Slaughter that there wasn't more control over the fights. The control was still definitely on the side of Turbo Cyborg Ninjas, despite the fact that they had all of these controlling aspects, having one person caught and being able to take them out. So I think it really did come down to, like you said, capitalizing on the fact that they had those, having Jaina immediately and the Butcher focus immediately on anybody who was caught in that and taking them out before something like Land of the Slaughter and Entomb were done. And I don't think I ever did see a Land of the Slaughter, whether he was using it and Divine Shield was just like hitting somebody and they're immediately out, if that's how that works or what, but I never saw it actually fully go on and somebody, trying to like run away from it.
Yeah, I never really... I mean, I can't actually listen to the game sounds while I cast, so I didn't get any of those audio cues, but I never saw a visual cue. I never saw a visual cue at all. I mean, either the cleanse is enough to get it out of it, or the Divine Shield, they had it every single time. It was essentially 4 ults to 5. I would even go so far to say that Leoric 3 ults to 5. Entomb almost never, ever yielded a single takedown.
Yeah, it was very strange, that combo of heroic abilities. We'll see what they choose to go with in the next game.
Indeed. All right, so game number 2 going to be coming your way. Turbo Cyborg Ninjas leading up 1-0, which is great for them because it's all binary, but Love Saldd, they have their work cut out for them. So we're going to take a quick break and come on back. Gillyweed and FourCourt here for the August Open, the last chance to get those qualifying strokes done, guys. See you in a few.